So what I'm going to talk to you all about today is a new strap idea, and just to give credit where credit is due, this came to me from Robert Ramirez out of Miami-Dade. He does a lot of work with National Fire Rescue Consultants, and so it just so happened to be I was in a RIT class kind of in the middle of when we were doing our RIT class, and I was amazed at how easy, simple, and just convenient this is. So I want to bring it up and hopefully maybe look at trying to make some changes as far as what we do. So what it is, and in the videos you'll see in a little bit, I've got it in my pocket. I've also had it in my side pocket, just doing some drills with our crew. I like it both ways. If it's in your radio pocket, it's really easy to get to, really easy to access. It pulls straight out. So what we have is basically a pick-off strap. So this one I ordered, I believe, off of Amazon. I've got 2 or 3 of them now that we've been using out here just with my crew, trying to work out some kinks, trying to figure out some little twists that make it even better. But so your pick-off strap, just like any other one, you've got one side that does not adjust, one side that does. On each end, I've got carabiners, but they are non-locking carabiners. That way, no matter what conditions you have, even if you've got gloves on, you can't see, you're stressed, all it is squeeze. You find the end and you squeeze. You don't have to worry about a locking mechanism or anything like that. So that's what we got on both ends. What I've done here is kind of the first problem that we encountered is if you just have a carabiner on the end, it's going to spin around. And so if you catch it backwards, it really kind of throws you for a loop trying to figure out the right way to do it. So this is just duct tape. I've duct taped around and then kind of back the other way just to make it pretty solid. So that way it will not spin on itself at all. So when I grab the end, it's always going to be where it needs to be. On the gate here, I've put some reflective tape. I don't know if that's going to be, any big deal at all. I just thought we have it, and so if it were to help a little bit catching some flashlight reflection to help you, might as well put it on there. So that's the thinking on that. So that's that. Both of them are exactly the same. Both of them are non-locking. Both of them have the tape on it to keep them from spinning. On the adjustable side, it comes just with the strap. So what I did was get some all thread, a couple washers and a bunch of nuts, and just basically made a homemade T-handle out of it. So what that is going to help me do is when I lock that last one in, all I'm doing is running my hand down and it's catching that. I don't have to worry about, okay, where is the bottom or whatever else. It's going to catch it. So just to show you kind of how we've been carrying it, just rolling it up. I want to start with the adjustable side inside, and I'll show you why that is here in a second. So just like that. And like I said, it fits great in a radio pocket. It fits great in your side pocket. Ultimately, I know that it would be probably a big cost to get one of these for everybody. So if that's not an option, I think that just by putting 2 of these in a rib bag, I think would be a really good starting point. Get everybody used to the process and have that access in each rib bag, so it's there. As I pull it out, that non-locking side is what I'm grabbing. So I don't care, that other side could just fall. I want the non-locking side first, because that's what we're clipping in first. Then once I get that clipped in, we're gonna come around the leg, clip the second one in, which is where I'm tightening it. So that's kind of the process. You'll see later what we're looking for is on your air packs. On the straps, the shoulder straps where you tighten it, right above it there are 2 buckles. And so that's our target for each one. Kind of how we've been doing it is your first carabiner goes on the easiest one. So if the firefighter's on his side, then I'm gonna find the side that's obviously sitting up in the air, clipping it on, going around. Then if I have to move them or whatever to get to that bottom one to do the second one. But for us, that's kind of the easiest way we're doing it. I will have some videos of different ways, just me doing it myself and me doing it with another firefighter to kind of show you how easy and how quick it is. For us, it's worked really well in pairs or in full crews with that second search firefighter having the strap. The first one comes, he identifies the firefighter, starts working on the needs of whatever air situation he has. He sets him up, and then that second search firefighter starts, if you want to call this converting, starts putting him into the strap while the first air guy is working on whatever he needs to do. So realistically, how we have done it, the conversion is all done usually either simultaneously or before the air guy is done with his job, just depending on kind of what they have to do. So it's very quick. You do not have to touch the waist seatbelt strap of the air pack at all. You don't have to tighten down the straps on the shoulders, because once you have this locked in, it's not going to allow you much slack out. So it does pretty much everything a traditional conversion is going to do, just much more quickly and much more safe. Because if you haven't seen, and I will try to find them, another reason behind this is some of the air packs that are coming out today have a malfunctioning buckle that just with a tap can come undone. So just leaving it by chance that hopefully that buckle is going to stay in place and not get pushed or not get banged on and fall off. This way we don't have to worry about it. We've got rated equipment in place that is going to be secure to where we don't have to worry about anything but dragging them out at that point. So we'll get into the videos of actually performing it and show you how we've been doing it. Okay. All right, so just gonna run through real quick, just a slow, kind of a dry run to show you just the workings of it. Got our pickoff strap right here. I'm gonna start with my non-adjusting side, clip it into the easiest clip I can get. We're looking for the metal clips that are right above where you're tightening your straps. Grab the easiest one I can get to, then go around his leg. I'm gonna take the other one, which is the adjustable side, find the same clip on the other arm, and clip it in. So somebody the size of Shrub, I don't have a lot of pull left. That's about as much reach as I have. But if you got shorter victims or shorter firefighters, you've got a pull tab right here that can tighten that down. What we're doing at the same time is we're tightening the straps as well. So not only do I not have to worry about the waist belt at all, but that's also going to keep us from sliding out on our shoulder straps as well. So I'll take it off and just do a little bit quicker run just by myself, and then we'll have David come over here and we'll show you kind of how we've been doing it with 2 people. So, okay, for this one, just before I start, right now I've got the strap in my radio pocket. I've also played with it over here in one of my side pockets as well. Like I talked about in the previous video explaining the workings of this strap, I'm not really looking to have one for every person at this point, but at least we get in the rip bags. But for the purposes of showing you kind of how we're running it, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to access having it on myself. So coming up to the Firefighter, pulling my strap out. I've got the strap in my pocket to where it comes out non-locking or non-adjusting first. Finding that other side, and then he's ready to go. We're ready to drag, just like that. That's it. We're not touching the waistband. We're already tightened down on the shoulder straps, so we don't have to worry about that. Just takes a lot of other working parts. One more thing I want to show or make a point of as well is when I did all of that, I approached him in one position. I did the whole process in one position. I didn't have to move back and forth. I didn't have to roll him over. I didn't have to straddle him. It was a one position process to get it all done and move on. So now we'll show you with two people.
Man, pass up, with no mask on.
All right, we're converted over.
Let's see, we got the mask stuff on.
You good?